Good morning, you guys. It is November 4th, 8:28 Central Standard Time. About to trade the New York market open. Thought I'd do some live trading for you all. Just really going to focus on finding a good trade. Honestly, we have been overextended, it looks like. Very bullish, or I'm sorry, very bearish this whole pre-market. So, gonna really see what we can do here. Because we're looking very bearish, but if we break below the 713s, I might take some shorts and see if we can ride them down to the lows here at the 90s. So maybe looking at, 20 points potentially, but it's going to be a weird day. We might even travel up to previous resistance. I mean, let's see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. As we have about 30 seconds until the market open. So we're really going to take our time and see. Because on the 15-minute, I mean, it looks like we can retrace all the way up almost to 839. So it's really just, I mean, do we want to keep things bearish? That's really kind of the mentality that will have to come in here today. So we'll see. I'm not trying to go crazy. This is the move I'm looking for. This below this level is really what I want. Really below this level is what we're looking for here. Maybe you could have got in a little bit too early. See, I could be trapped here. Could be trapped. That was a good trap, honestly. Yeah. So we'll see. Could have just went in too early, honestly, but this is the move I'm looking for here. I mean, just kind of entered in a bad position, honestly, but we're looking like we're having some strength downward, so we want to see a continuation of this move here. Want to see a continuation here. Just entered a little bit too early, which is kind of a bummer. Really just entered way too early on this other account, but we're going to take it. Holy crap, we're just melting. Okay. I'm upset because I blew up 2 of these other funded accounts. Cause it just went against me too. Just had a bad entry, honestly. But just had a bad entry is all. I mean, which kind of sucks. I over leveraged on this account. If I had just taken my, this is a really good lesson in risk management, because really I didn't need to. I had 2 other accounts I couldn't copy trade on TradeSync, and I, was over leveraged and lost 2. They were $47 a piece. Not too bad, but it's like it was no reason to do that, honestly. I should have just taken my one position. And I would have been okay. And well, that's weird. It's showing that, let's see here. Let's take a look at my. Yeah, it's showing that I made $1,055 or 1,047, but it's only showing 833. That's so weird though, because I made $1,000 and I closed my trade. So and then this one 830. I mean, this one does say 840. I don't know what happened there, but we're all flat in our accounts. That's so weird. Why it told me that? Well, I'm sorry. This has just been kind of a weird video. Look, it looks like I lost $180 somehow. Which I don't understand that trade. Where did that order come from? Oh, probably because, okay. Could have been user error. Whatever have you, no big deal. I'm just gonna take it for what it is, and just kind of end the day today. So, all in all, on my actual funded accounts, let's take a look here on my I have a couple of them here. Let's take a look. On my 702, and then I have two My Funded Futures accounts. Looks like it's taken a while to load on my... Oh, let me auto sync actually. I'm so sorry. Brand new to this trade syncer, so looks like it hasn't updated yet, but if I do the math, I did $1,900 on my Tradeify, and then $865 on my... And then, so I made $3,658 just on my funded accounts. I have, let's take a look. I have one other account that I'm also trading, which is for the Grand Championship, and that looks like to be about $1,900 I did on that. But we don't really count that. We were able to secure $3,600 in the market today. I still have another funded account with another firm, and it looks like it's going to take me a couple more days to get that back to where it needs to be, because I did end up going on my daily loss limits on those, which again, totally my fault. I shouldn't have over leveraged, and again, I was just a little bit too early. So it is what it is. I have to learn from that, and now that I'm using this trade copier, I kind of understand the power of smaller size, because there was a point to where, you know, I think I was just, you know, negative like $1,000. So it was really a 1-to-1 risk ratio. And really, it's just one of those things where it being a 1-to-1, you can... Oh, no. Yeah, so flattening all positions. I saw another buy opportunity above the 2713s. I knew if we could get above that level, we could experience some buying potential. So again, I mean, overall, I give myself like a C today. I really give myself a C because I really shouldn't have over leveraged. There was enough liquidity in the market, and I just needed to be a little bit more patient, because if I had just put one contract, we would have still been able to secure almost two more funded accounts plus a payout maybe sometime next week on those accounts. Now, not bad. I wish I would have had this on the copy trader, of course, but it is one of those things that are just unfortunate, and there's nothing that we could do about that. So you just have to take what you can. I'm looking for a payout on one of my my funded futures as well, on top of a Tradeify. So overall, very good. Overall, very good session. Hopefully you guys took something away from this. Now, this is just a really raw session. I didn't show you my other, you know, the way my screen is set up, I'm not able to show you my other accounts. They're wire and prop accounts. But, I mean, you saw the live trading today, and you've just seen kind of what you can do with these accounts. And I just kind of wanted to do this video so you guys can understand exactly, you know, what I'm aiming for, what I do in a day. Because truth be told, I guess I'm gonna get into a little personal. We'll cut this off, but truth be told, I recently lost a job, and this is a job that I only had to really just pay the bills, and it really wasn't a job I was really focused on or anything like that. I just wanted something to pay the bills while I got my trading back up to par, and it's really hard once you come from trading and then go back to a job, because your mind is just really thrown off on like how much money you can make. Like I've made just today, in the span of less than 15 minutes of market open, I've made $3,948. Let that sink in. And I know you guys are talking about, well, you can't receive all that money. Well, it's payouts. You know, I might make, you know, 2 or 3 grand in payouts this week, but I used to work for $1,800. It wasn't even $1,000 biweekly. Like I used to work 80 hours and then maybe make $1,000, maybe. Like it was usually less than $1,000, or maybe around $1,000. Sometimes it'd be 900, sometimes it'd be 11, sometimes it'd be 1,000, but really it was just $1,000 bi-weekly. So 2 grand a month, maybe. My girl will say 1,800. So yeah, it's just really eye-opening to know you can make $4,000 in 15 minutes and really just call it a day and move on to something else and work on yourself, a business, really anything else. So all those inspiring traders, I hope you guys learned something. I really want to provide this every single day just so you guys can see my trading patterns. You saw that I was in drawdown there, but I was also very confident in my setup. And I knew if we continued to break those highs, if we had gotten above those highs, I was for sure going to exit right here above these highs right here. I mean, it was going to be a for sure, like, you know, get out here type of thing. So I have these like mental stops in my head, and I entered down here because we did break slightly the 713, so I did prematurely get in there early, again looking for a sweep of these lows. And that's really all we were looking for, just a portion of that move. And the reason I took this buy here very late was just because, again, we had heavy selling pressure. If I go back to a 1 hour time limit, I mean, ever since yesterday, we opened after at 5 o'clock, and then we just continued to move all the way down, right? So do I expect us to keep going bearish? Who knows? I don't really care, honestly. That's not my move to handle. But all I know is when we have a move down like this, I mean, I've seen in my experience, and I've seen this many times, that we somehow do need to test these lows, right? We got to test these lows. And that's exactly what we did here. Was we tested these lows. We did it very quickly. If you know, I'm a minute chart guy, but we tested these lows. That's all we needed. We just needed a test of these lows. I was very confident in my setup, even though I had $1,000 in drawdown. And I was going to stick it through until we hit those lows, right? And if we broke, I would have got a better entry. Maybe broken even for the day, maybe even lost some. But again, that's just on me and my execution. So I know this is kind of a video of me rambling, but this is what a trader goes through day in and day out, right? I've already taken a $1,500 payout from Tradeify on one of these accounts. And after the 90-10 split was $1,350. And right now I'm up 6 grand in that account, and I'm going to be looking for another payout hopefully this Friday. So I just got to stick to what I know and just keep pushing forward with this. So either way, we're looking to get a payout this week and continue moving that forward to the next week. So I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been 17 minutes. Hope you guys learned something. Appreciate you guys coming back, showing the support, showing the love. It really makes me happy to do these videos and show everybody it is possible. I didn't just get here. It took me years of hard work and failure and blowing accounts. And still, sometimes I make small mistakes, but those are mistakes that I can control. And, you know, moving forward, I definitely will do a little bit better with that. So thanks, you guys. We'll see you in the next one. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe in these markets today. I'm telling you, we're in a weird place. So I'll see you guys in the morning.